with Brian Nickens and your website. Let's get that up right away.
Okay, thehealingrevolution.org.
All right. Don't miss that. Go there and check it out. You'll be glad you did. Brian, one of the things that you've talked to me about a number of times is honor. How does that play in to the Christian experience? Some of us rather beat people up with the Bible.
Yeah. There's a core value at our church in Bethel Redding called the culture of honor. And if I could capsulize it, it would be that honoring people is really the gateway, the door to ministering to them. And I think the world and the United States in particular, that message of condemnation and warning against doom and destruction is a turnoff. And there seems to be, I think over the years, the church has developed a reputation of being dishonorable and judgmental.
You're not suggesting that there isn't a hell to lose and a heaven to gain. What you're suggesting is you just draw people with love and honor, not with condemnation.
Here's an example. Here would be sort of a scenario, which was just the other day when we were Thursday night here in Rapid City, the Thursday night festival that's downtown with all the bands, and I mean hundreds and hundreds of people out in the streets.
And evangelists.
And evangelists drink. Well, a great fishing hole.
Yes, okay? Yes it is. That's where the folks are.
But this one area that me and my wife are particularly drawn to is the Art Alley. And it's the alleyway in the downtown area that is just covered with graffiti. And as you walk down the alley, there are all these young people selling their art and playing their music.
It's a trip that every Christian should make.
Every human being.
They should walk through that alley.
Yeah.
It's an amazing trip, isn't it?
It is. Every human being.
Yes.
And so me and my wife, we walk down that alley, and there's guys with mohawks and giant hoop ears sitting there playing their bongos
and tattoos.
People all tattooed up, and I'm going to explain these. These tattoos tell a great story.
All right.
There's just this, I guess you would call it this tribal subculture in this alley. So me and my wife are walking, and we're going from a bluegrass band to some young guy selling his artwork depicting various images of the band Korn, to people selling jewelry. And this one couple, they're sitting behind this table, and they're selling these homemade little Lego images for $3 a piece, and they have every color of the rainbow tattooed on their skin, and their hair is wild and blue and green, and piercings all over.
Pretty much normal folks.
Normal folks, yeah. And,
they really are.
And I went up to them and I said, "You guys look amazing. You're awesome." And their faces just lit up. And I just put $3 in the jar, and they're awkward things to carry in your pocket, and they didn't have any bags. So I didn't buy one of their craft works, but I just donated to their cause, which was just them probably trying to make a living.
Yeah.
And they were so taken back by that phrase. And I carry with me a core value that's been instilled in me by my pastor, that it's a privilege and an honor to meet any human being. Any person that's been created in the image of God, it's an honor to meet them. Whether or not we agree on life or religion or politics, that's secondary to the fact that they're a human being, they're created in God's image, and for that alone, I'm honored to meet them, to know them, and to have dialogue with them.
And really, that attitude opens the door for the miraculous to happen, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And as conversation develops, the Lord will begin to speak, and and the gifts of the Holy Spirit will start to activate in my own being, because what I believe is when we approach people with honor, that the Holy Spirit will then begin to download words from heaven, because I think God is saying, here's somebody I can trust. He won't beat them up.
Boy, and if we ever needed a word from heaven, we need it today.
Yeah. So honor opens the door for heaven to begin to download the supernatural gifts. And I will find if I start speaking honor into a person, that all of a sudden God will give me insight into their life, and those words of honor will turn into words of knowledge and prophetic words that just come instantly. And between me and that person, something will usually become obvious within just a few moments, that something powerful is present in this conversation.
And something powerful is about to happen.
Yeah.
We don't have time to talk about the tats in this segment, but stay tuned because we'll be back with some more of that.
Okay.